Some of that old Joey Bad. Some of that old Joey Badass. How y'all doing, man? How's everybody doing today? Welcome. Welcome back to the show with your boy Mando, man. Because you know it's Mando, man. That's my, you know how little like YouTubers have little fucking like catchphrases and shit? That's mine right there, you know? Something like, you know. How's everybody doing, man? Welcome to the No Signal podcast. Welcome. Your weekly ADHD review. ADHD show. Oh, fucking. Where do I begin, man? Christmas break. Had a fucking 4-day weekend. No, not even 4-day weekend, a 3-day weekend. I'm about to have another one right now coming up this weekend with fucking New Year coming up and shit. New Year's. Speaking of New Year's, you know, Merry Christmas for everybody out there. Also, happy holidays and shit. Happy New Year. In case I don't see y'all next year. Happy New Year's. What's y'all resolutions for New Year's? Cause I know that everybody be waiting. Like when it's December, everybody just gives up and they're like, "Oh well, I'll wait till next year. I'll wait till next year to start doing it." What is something y'all want to do? Like do different or do better in 2023? Cause this year already has been like better for me. Cause I have this podcast and shit. Yo, I don't know why, but like this shit, like, I don't know. I'm not even gonna say, but every time I like edit the video, I could hear like myself like loud as shit. It's not like my headphones or nothing like that. I already like fucked with my shit, but still, like after I record and I replay it back, it's like fucking distorted and shit. I gotta end up getting the fucking audio and matching it up with the video and shit. It's whatever though. Shit happens and shit. Yeah, like this year has already been better because I already like improved like little by little throughout this year, which helped me get traction leading into next year. You know what I mean? Like reading books, you know, doing shit solo. Just like, yeah, doing shit solo, like going to fucking Laker games by myself. Like that shit was fun. I want to do that shit again, but I gotta save up and shit. And especially I can't save up right now because Christmas already passed. And well, I got Christmas money, but Christmas already passed. Like shit, I haven't got paid yet. You know what I'm saying? I haven't got paid yet, so it's like fuck. I'm gonna have to fucking stack my money next year, in the beginning of next year, in order to go to more Laker games and shit, you know, by myself. Either by myself or fucking with you know, a little lucky fan, you know what I'm saying? A little lucky contestant. That laugh is so fucking funny. Where oh shit. Got just a little chocolate milk, you know what I'm saying? I thought you sweet, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then he was like, you know, I got you a little chocolate milk. I was wondering if I could get a little kiss or something. Yeah. Yeah. That shit is funny as fuck, man. That shit is funny. I had to start off with the Joey Badass intro, you know? I was thinking the other day, I was like, yo, what a fucking time it was. Like, what years? Like, what? It was like 2012 to like 2014 or some shit like that. It was like before or around the same time Joey Badass and like Underachievers, you know, the whole Beast Coast movement came into the picture and shit. I really wish I would have went to that show, the Beast Coast show. What, you know, Pro Era, Underachievers, Flatbush. I really wish I went to that one, but I ended up seeing Joey Badass. I ended up seeing Joey Badass in 2014. Let me adjust this shit. I seen Joey Badass in fucking 2014, and like that was that was one of the best shows I've been to because I had gotten the meet and greet, and that obviously you meet them and all that shit, but also like they send some shit that's included in the meet and greet like to the house, like a whole poster, a whole fucking shirt, um, like lanyard patches, lighters, shit like that. But fucking lighters is nowhere to be found no more. You know me, fucking losing lighters and shit. Losing lighters, bruh. Losing lighters. Losing lighters. Uh, no lighters around the firefighters. Oh, bars. Um, what the fuck was that? Lighters. No lighters around the firefighters, man. For real. This is what I mean, but I just be saying stupid shit. Like I just be saying the most randomest shit like ever, bro. What's the other shit, man? What's the other shit? Oh yeah, like they sent like a whole like little care package and shit to the crib, and I met Joey Badass in the back. Yeah, like this was after the show and shit, so I met him, and he seen my phone. This one I had like a little 5S, with the screen crack. You know what I'm saying? Um, oh, she sent a selfie. She sent a selfie. She sent selfies. I jump up and say, "Yippee!" Yo, that shit is that shit is funny. But yo, he like I had a 5S and shit. And he seen my case, and I guess my case was like some like little chrome looking like you know what I mean, like little fucking Iron Man type shit. And then he seen it, and then he's like, "Oh, it's your phone," and I was like, "Yeah." And then he was like, "Oh shit, like the case." And then he's like, I said, "Oh, I appreciate it." And then he's like, "Yeah, all chromed out." And I was like, "Shit, nigga, all chromed out, all chromed out." No, I didn't say that. He said that. He said shit all chromed out, and I was like, "Oh man, like me, if I was like what freshman, sophomore, I was geeked, bro. I was geeked. I was like, Joey Badass, bro. He complimented me on my shit, bro." And as I was walking out, I try to meet the other members and shit. I try to like see what's up with them, but I only seen like on the way out. I wanted to meet CJ Fly so bad, cause CJ Fly. In case y'all don't know CJ Fly, look him up, man. CJ Fly, not like C, but it's like a C. You know what I'm saying? Oh, crap. I shouldn't even be doing that shit, man. But I'm wearing blue though. Shit. Yo, but fucking yo, CJ Fly is like he's nice. He's another member from Pro Era that went off, and did his own, little solo single shit. But his mixtape, the way I see it, also his debut album Fly Trap. I think he came out with another album, either that or it's just been singles ever since Fly Trap. But the way I see it, and Fly Trap is like, that's like if fucking Tribe Called Quest had a baby with themselves, bro. Like, really, pretty much. Like, CJ Fly is just, his flow is nice. He said, "I had this girl's number, didn't know what to write. I guess she wasn't my type." Shit, don't let that shit go over your head. You know what I'm saying? Like, got her number by the text, didn't know what to write. She wasn't my type. Type text. Ugh. Hey. Hey. Yes, I hit the right one. I was a little sketchy. I ain't touched those shits in a minute. I was a little sketchy. I was like, shit's gonna play a fucking random ass one and shit. Honestly, this episode was gonna be a whole um like tier list of like all Christmas movies, like like one of those tier lists and shit of Christmas movies, but I was like, it's already after Christmas. I should have done this before Christmas, have that shit pre-recorded. So that way when Christmas time comes by, boom, just release it. But I got sidetracked. I wasn't disciplined enough. I need to work on that. 2023, that's the thing I need to work on. Self-discipline. Self-discipline. Straight up. Cause this year, like there was like so much going on, bro. Like all y'all don't even know, but yo, like so much like went on like in my life, like mentally and like relationships and all this shit, and mm, shit happens, but you know, what can you do? What can you do? You gotta keep pushing. You gotta keep moving. You gotta keep moving. You gotta keep pushing. I'm sorry. Yo, this little question I have for y'all, man. What's your favorite Christmas gift you've ever received? What's your favorite Christmas gift you've ever received? What's your favorite? And right here, what's the most memorable gift you've ever received on Christmas? My favorite one? My favorite one is a toss up, honestly. Oh no, my favorite one has got to be a drum set. I got a drum set gifted either for my birthday or Christmas, but either way, damn man. I really wish I would have like kept like stayed in the room and just been a drummer, man. I would have been the next fucking Travis Barker, bro. Travis Barker. Travis Barker is a Baker. Travis Baker. Baker. Fucking. Nah, it's Travis Barker. Bob Barker? Bob Baker? I don't even know. I'm I'm getting confused. I'm not gonna be here. What's that Magic Johnson shit say? He's like, I'm not gonna be here. That shit is mad funny. Um, yeah, probably got to be the drum set because I remember I used to like. This was when I was going through like little phases and shit, like in what middle school, freshman year, some shit like that. I was into like, heavy like rock and shit, like Sublime, The Doors. Started getting into the Beatles and shit. The Beatles like was my shit like around middle school and shit. And they still are. Like you play some Beatles song right now, I'm jamming to that shit. I'm being like, shit. Get back. Get back. Don't even get me started right now on that shit for real. Y'all got it. Y'all got a little nigga started on some G shit. uh yeah, my favorite Christmas gift, drum set, gotta be. My most memorable ones. Most memorable gift, it gotta be the PSP, bro. Just imagine. When did the PSP come out? Like 2005? 2007? Some shit like that. But either way, I have this one picture. I have this one picture of me and my brother. This is the most like fucking mid 2000s picture you'll ever see. He has a fucking what is it? The first generation iPod and shit. The first generation, with the wheel, with the little wheel, and then you every time to scroll down, you'll just y'all know what I mean, man. Yo, he had that shit, and I was like, damn, I was fucking mad jealous when he had that shit, cause all I had was like little MP3s and shit, little MP3 players that you put in the that you know what I mean? It's like little MP3s holds up to like 30 songs and shit. So I was just fucking with those, and then when I see he had the iPod, I was just like mad jealous. But then I opened my gift. Excuse me, y'all. I opened my gift. Fucking PSP, bro. And there's a picture. He's holding his iPod, and he's holding his iPod like this. He's holding his iPod like that, and I'm holding the PSP like this, like yeah, like that's the most fucking like mid 2000s picture you could ever fucking think of. Like just a fucking little iPod he's holding. He's like fucking thugging it and shit. And then me with my fucking PSP, just like, oh nigga, what you talking about? Yo, the PSP is one of them. I wrote down another one. Also, the other one, Xbox 360. And I say Xbox 360 because I say Xbox 360 because when it came out, what were like the first handful of games? One of them was a Simpsons game, and that's the one I got. Yo. That shit, damn man, good times, honestly, but fun times with that fucking Xbox, man, for real. Because I remember this is when fucking Call of Duty lobbies were at its peak, bro. They were at its fucking peak with the 360, with the what PS3 and shit. But Xbox 360 mainly, because it was like that shit. I don't know what the fuck, but everybody was on that shit at that time. This is when motherfuckers was like saying the N word with hard R's. And I remember I was singing Kanye's crack music in the lobby one time. I was rapping it. How we stopped the Black Panthers. Ronald Reagan, you know what I'm saying? Ronald Reagan, look up and answer. You hear that? And all this shit, whatever, whatever. And I was like rapping it and shit. And then I get to the fucking hook. And then some dude's like, hey, who's singing that shit? And I was like, it's that crack music, nigga. He's like, what? What are you saying? And I was like, that real black music, nigga. And like my brother and sister, they couldn't hear the dude in the headset. Only I could. All they just heard me was just like rapping crack music and shit. So they was just like fucking crack it up the whole time and shit. I remember those days, man. Fucking memories. This shit was fun. But yeah, those are my favorite and memorable gifts that I ever got on Christmas and shit. Also, right here, have y'all seen the movie Fantasia? Fantasia off Disney. It's a Disney movie. It's you're crazy, Mando. What can I say? Like, yo, y'all know how Instagram leave those little notes? Like when you slide to the DMs and everybody got the notes at the top. Mine says like, anyways, like my shit straight up says, anyways, where the big girl's at. And some girl want to reply right now, like, you're crazy, Mondo. Like, you must not know me. You must not know. Somebody tell her. Somebody tell her. All right, yo, but back to my shit. Fantasia. Fantasia, the fucking... It's a movie on Disney Plus. I ain't gonna lie. And I'm gonna say this shit with the lowest tone. I took a fat piece of some shrooms after Christmas. Like after the gifts and shit. After the gifts, I took it, waited about like 30 minutes to an hour, and my sister was like, "Oh, let's watch Fantasia." She told me well, I guess she's seen it before, but she has like no recent memory of it. So she told me, she was like, "Oh, like let's watch it and shit." And I was like, "All right, let's see what it's about." And she liked it right off the bat because she likes a bunch of like, what is that, like classical music? That's what it is in there. It's classical music mixed with art. That's why it's like, oh, Walt Disney's something something extravaganza of sight and sound. And it's like so fucking dope, pretty much. I'm not even bullshitting you. All this shit is like drawn. It's like, it's a drawing. You know what I mean? Like even the dude narrating, even the fucking people like playing the instruments and shit, all those people are animated. All those people are animated. And if it wasn't the shrooms kicking in, like, cause the visuals were so fucking like, we're just out of this fucking world, bro. I was just like tripping. I was like, yo, like, damn. I wasn't even like, cause my sister, she wanted to watch it mainly for the classical music, but me, I mainly wanted to watch it for the animation and shit. Cause me, I like animation. So when I seen it was like, oh, sight and sound, and I was thinking like, oh, sight and sound combined, like, what are they gonna do and shit? And then I seen like, oh, some of the, as they start performing, as they start, performing their songs, you know how the people with violins, like the little stick, the string or whatever that they have, it just goes straight. It just goes straight. And as like the things are playing its note, it's like, like you could see like the drawings, like it's a bunch of like slashes, just like, like, oh man, it's hard to explain. You just got to watch it, but also watch it on shrooms. Cause you gonna have the fucking visuals, bruh. And also there's like hidden messages in that shit. There's a bunch of hidden messages in that shit. I was tripping. I was like, yo, this is like saying something right here. This is like saying something, like saying a meaning. Like one of the things, man, I don't know, but it was like, it had something to do with like pride, like LGBTQ, all that shit. Like, what's the right word? It had a lot to do with like, like gay, like I don't know, like the animations was like kind of like gay-ish, and at the same time, like something will come in, the music will like get like real dark, and then like something will come in and start like, you know, like pretty much telling them like, oh, like stop being fruity, you know what I mean? But you just gotta, it's hard to explain. It's hard to explain, especially since I was like on shrooms and shit. Like, and California, they gonna legalize that shit supposedly. Supposedly, I seen it on the news, but they talking about like, oh, it's not, uh, it's not, gonna be for sale or some shit. And I'm like, then why y'all talking about it? Then why y'all talking about legalizing it if it's not gonna be for sale? It's not gonna be sold. I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. That shit had me fucking bugging. That shit had me bugging. Um, but yeah, the that shroom trip was a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Cause I watched that movie, and also it was just like, I just needed that like clarity in my mind. You know what I mean? I just needed that, that freshness. I guess it was just like, cause my mind was like, usually when I take psychedelics and stuff, you feel the jitters. You know what I mean? You feel like jittery, not like shaking like constantly, but just like, oh, like let's go, like let's do something, like anxious. I get anxious. Well, not anxiety, like oh, like scared anxiety. I just get anxious, like, oh, like fucking energy is out the roof. Like let's go right now, let's go right now, let's do something, like let's do something right now and shit. You know what I mean? But that's just me. That's my way of handling it and shit like that. Moving on, moving on. This isn't recent news. This came out like 2 weeks ago, but I want to bring light to this. I want to shed some light on it. Ja Morant logo design, biting Kobe logo with a question mark. Biting the Kobe logo. I mean, you could say he kind of is biting the logo in a sense of like just like pretty much just turning it upside down. But at the same time, people are like tripping because they think that if y'all see it, y'all see the J on the left side, and on the other side, it's like a A. But people are calling it like a half-ass M for his initials and shit. But I don't think that way. I don't think it's supposed to be like JM. I think it's supposed to say like Ja, just like straight up, just like his first name. And obviously, like the bottom, on the bottom, it shows like a little like condensed arrow like pointing up like that and shit. Pretty much like what I took away from like seeing it, like, I seen it, I was like, oh, okay, this is the J, this is the A, and what is this little arrow right here at the bottom? And then I backed it up. I looked at it from a distance, and I was like, oh, like then I started to get it. I believe that they try to make it seem to where like the logo is like a Nike. Fucking logo is like a Nike. The logo is an arrow pointing up like an elevator. You know what I mean? Like an elevator. You go in the elevators, like you see the arrow is pointing up. That's kind of like how Ja Morant's logo is, and it kind of makes sense too, because elevators go up. Ja Morant, he's only going up. You know what I mean? So I could see, I could see it in that sense, but also I could see it in the way how other people are saying that Nike is like biting or recycling Kobe's logo and shit. Because it wasn't didn't Kobe get the logo from like Kill Bill, a movie or something like that? I believe he got like inspiration. Is I don't know if that's the actual logo. I never seen the movie Kill Bill, but at the same time, I don't know if that's the actual logo or if he got inspired and did something similar to that. But yeah, I think John Morant's logo is like, like I said, a elevator arrow going up. But you can also say it's a kind of biting Kobe's logo, just putting it upside down. But I don't know. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. I don't know if people are reaching or it's tough to say. Uh, Moving on to the Lakers segment of the show right here. Last episode we played that night. Last episode we played that night, blown the fuck out. fucking blowout. We were down by 20, I think in the second quarter or some shit. And I had went out with my cousin and her friend, and I was just like, bro, like I should have just stayed home, cause like, like I don't know. I'm not even gonna talk about it, but I'm just saying, like, they was to themselves and I was to myself, and I was watching the game, and when the Lakers lost, I was just like, yo, like, man, like nobody talk to me right now, bro. And they just like kept like trying to like, like force me to say something. And I'm like, yo, like the fucking Lakers lost. I'm not finna talk right now. I don't want to talk to anybody right now. Shit. But like I said, blowout. We need to do better with fucking third quarters, man. Third quarters are fucking us. Third quarter we got out. Third quarter we got outscored 28-40, 28-40 by the Kings, bruh. By the Kings. Our only two like best players that night, Braun and TB, Thomas Bryant. Obviously, Braun 31 points, been going off for 30 each game ever since AD went out, I believe. 31.6 rebounds, 11 assists. Thomas Bryant 17 points, 10 rebounds. Kings had four players with 20 plus points. Kings had four players with 20 plus points. Also, Sabonis, 13 points, 21 rebounds. 21 rebounds, 12 assists. Triple double. Triple double for Sabonis. How do we lose to the Kings, man? Honestly, how the fuck do we lose to the Kings? Obviously, we don't have AD. We don't have that. We don't have that other second, go-to player and shit. Our second go-to player right now is pretty much Russell Westbrook, but we have to wait for him to come off the bench whenever Darvin Ham puts him in. But as far as I know, Braun and Russ are our only two valuable players right now, pretty much. Just being honest. Just being honest. Yeah, like I said, Sabonis triple double. The next game was Lakers Hornets. And this threw me off right here. This had me pissed off. Charlotte had 6 players in double figures scoring. 6 players in double figures, bruh. That's already like 60 points right there. No wonder we lost. LaMelo near triple double. Near triple double. 23 points, 8 and 8. 23 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. Lakers also had 6 players in double figures scoring. Obviously, Braun carrying with 34 points, but none of that matters when we take an L. Come on now, bro. None of that matters when we take an L. And it was just an unfortunate loss, honestly. That Charlotte loss, that shit was just unfortunate. I don't know how the fuck that shit just lost our... That shit just like... Just lost grasp of... I don't know how we lost grasp of the game. That's what I meant to say. I don't know how we just fucking lost the game, bro. I don't know how. Got me over here stuttering and shit. Fuck. I'm gonna fake cry. My mom's gonna fucking fuck around and walk in here thinking I'm actually crying and shit. Lakers and Dallas game. Christmas. This is the Christmas game. Lakers Dallas Christmas game. Dirk's statue revealed. First off, let me get that out the way. Dirk's statue was revealed, and it's obviously what we imagined in our head. Obviously, the one-legged fadeaway, one of the toughest shots to guard, especially 30,000 points. 30,000 points. Come on now, Dirk is in that company. Dirk is in that company. Like, I understand the argument of like, oh, who's the better power forward, Tim Duncan or Dirk? I mean, Dirk really was the star player. You look on San Antonio, they had obviously Tim, they had Tony and Manu. So they had all three of them to, share the ball, go around. And obviously under a system like Coach Pop, it's going to be team ball. It's going to be team ball. So I understand how some people have Dirk ahead of Tim Duncan and, like scoring wise and shit. But leadership wise, who really leads that? I think Tim Duncan with the leadership role, but scoring wise, I'd pick Dirk. I'd pick Dirk. And Dirk, man. Dirk is a good man. Spending what, 21 years? 21 years with one organization, especially like especially after all those years just winning one chip and that one chip being against Miami. And it's so ironic how um what is that shit? How Dirk his two his two only? Yeah. His only two? Yeah, his only two trips to the finals were against Miami. And he won one he lost one and then won fucking 5 years later. Crazy, bro. Crazy how life is. You lose to a team 1 year, 5 years later you play him again, boom, you win. That's crazy. But Dirk, thank you for what you've done to the game. Thank you for changing the game and a way big man shoot the ball and shit. Cause before Dirk, was there big man shoot? Was there big men? Yeah, big men shooting threes like that? Not really up until Dirk, so game changer. And obviously more big men want to start shooting threes now because Steph Curry and shit. Steph Curry, you ruined the league. You ruined the league. I think it's so funny when motherfuckers be saying that shit. Oh, Steph Curry ruined the league. Like, nah, he didn't, bro. He didn't. He just took it to another level. Honestly, he didn't he ruin it. He just took it to another level. Also, to my basketball viewers, basketball fans out there, I have this one question for you. Would you take, if you were in either position, would you take LeBron's 4 rings or would you take Steph Curry's 4 rings? And by that I mean, would you take LeBron's career to get those 4 rings? Like same, like, oh, obviously, like what, 4-9 in the finals or whatever, to Steph Curry's like what, 4-1 in the finals? He only lost one finals, right? 4-2. Yeah, 4-2. I'd choose Steph Curry's career, honestly. Cause Steph Curry's career, there was no like, it's just, I don't know, man. Like, it's hard to say. Like, Steph Curry's career is just like perfect, if you want to say. It's just like there's not really like anything you can hate on him about. Like, he doesn't flop. He doesn't fucking complain after every play to the fucking ref like LeBron does these days and shit. I swear, after every play, this fool goes to the fucking ref complaining. I'm like, bro, like, the ball's already fucking up the court, bro. Like, the ball's already fucking pushed up. Like, run your ass back on defense. But I don't know. Moving on. Lakers outscored again in the third quarter by Dallas. This is the Dallas game. Lakers outscored 51-21. We got outscored by 30 points, bro. And we was cooling the whole time. I think we was up by 10 after the first half for like a good was we up by 10? I gotta fact check that. I gotta fact check that before you guys start yelling at me and shit. Yeah, we had a solid like what fucking, oh no, my math is wrong. We had a solid like fucking 5 to 10 point lead, bruh. I'm not even bullshitting you. Leading scorers for the Dallas game: Braun 38, obviously. Russ 17, Reeves 16, and Dallas their big three with Hardaway, Luka, and Wood. Hardaway had 26. He caught fire from 3 point in the third quarter. Luka with 32 ruined my prize pick. Thank you. Wood Wood for 30. Wood went off for 30. I was like, what the fuck? Who's guarding this motherfucker? Moving on. The game last night. Lakers played today against Miami, so I'll have that review next week or later on in the week. Magic game from last night. Uh, Lakers. The Lakers had 6 players in double digits scoring. Russ, another triple double off the bench. Thank you, Russ. Highest scorer of Orlando, or highest scorer from Orlando, on Orlando, whatever the fuck. Fultz with 16 points. Everybody else had about 15, 14, 11, 8. Little small contribution from everybody else, but yeah, the Lakers are 1-5 in their last 5 games. I want to fucking replay how many times I said that throughout the season. I don't think they ready. That song's been stuck in my head. Heavy. Heavy. Oh. This girl just texted me saying she horny. That shit funny. Yo, there was an instrumental. There was an instrumental I had on my shit, but I don't know what the fuck happened to that shit. I think the dude deleted that shit. Fucking. You fucking. This Christmas I got a jean jacket. A jean jacket, nice ass jean jacket. And I tried to put one of my patches on it yesterday. Yo, I need some patch glue, honestly. I need some glue for my patches, bro. Cause the placement where I'm about to put it, that shit's fucking nice. Shit's fucking nice, bro. But I think keep picking my nose and shit. But I think we can end it off right here. Hopefully the Lakers get the dub tonight. We playing against Miami, and Miami's got Butler, Hero, Butler, Hero, Lowry. I don't even know if Lowry's playing. Lowry be in and out of the lineup all the time and shit. Whenever I be watching their games and shit. Who's that other? Oh, Max Strus. That was a shooter, bro. Vote him in 3-point contest this year. Oh. All right, y'all. Think we can wrap it up right here. Damn. Fucking talking loud as shit over the music and shit. Over the music. Turn down the music. That's how fools from the South be sounding like. The music. Oh, excuse me. Yo, someone from the South, let me know if I'm right or not, or some shit. Let me know if I... Hey, excuse me? Oh, shit, hold up. I got my shit on mute. They say it with, like, instead of saying, like, oh, me too, like, oh, like, me, T-O-O, they say it too, like, T-E-W, like, oh, yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. Sitting sideways, you know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. All right, yo, but follow me on my socials. You know the deal. Instagram, Twitter, same as always. No Signal Mando. TikTok, Uncle Mando 7. And Spotify, No Signal Podcast. Think that's it. As always, love yourself. Love yours. Same shit. Love yourself before you love anyone else. One love. Peace.